4-foot alligator, actually has him sleep inside his house, and they sleep in the same bed together. Wait until you see the photos and this story of this gator man coming to you from Japan here on this Thursday night. Great to be with you again, friends, here on Facebook. It's our Facebook Live. We're with you every weeknight at 10 o'clock. Angela will join me in a moment. Coming up, we're also going to talk about our big story coverage tonight. It's hard to believe, but it was a week ago tonight that FedEx mass shooting took place. And throughout the last 7 days, we have been spending our time thinking about the victims in this case, not concentrating on the shooter, not mentioning his name, not showing his picture, concentrating on the victims. There was a vigil tonight in Greenwood. We'll preview that story, and we're going to also take a look at the 8 victims as we get to know them better and get to know who they were. Rich and I will join us with a retrospect on those 8 victims. And that's all coming up as part of our big story tonight on 13 News at 11 o'clock. But first, let's bring in Angela to talk about the weather that we had today and the weather to come, because we've got some rain in the forecast, and we've also got some nice warm temperatures coming in the long-range forecast, don't we?
We do. We'd almost kind of want to flip-flop Monday, Tuesday with Saturday, Sunday. Not because it's going to rain all weekend, Scott, but we do have Saturday showers, and Sunday really is going to be the better day for outdoor plans this weekend.
Okay, so Director Nick, let us know, are we actually hearing Angela? Is her mic on, or is that just me? Okay.
Hey, how about now?
All right. Okay, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
So let's go ahead and redo that.
Redo that. Okay.
Okay.
Rewind. I wish personally we could flip-flop Monday, Tuesday with Saturday, Sunday. Again, not because it's going to rain all day or all weekend, but Saturday does look pretty soggy. So if you're already making some weekend plans, choose Sunday. That's going to be the sunny day. Okay,
we're going to definitely talk about that and the forecast coming up, and we're going to get Angela's reaction to the alligator story coming up. You're going to want to see that as well. All right, let's go ahead and turn our attention now to our big story of the night. Angela, we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Of course, we've been talking about this mass shooting from the FedEx ground facility for the last week, and tonight they had a vigil for the victims in Greenwood to remember them. And our Rich and I put together really a memorable tribute for these 8 people so we could get to know who they were better. And I wanted to share Rich's story with you tonight.
8 people were shot and killed arriving for work or about to go home. Matt Alexander was 32 years old. Matt loved Christmas and baseball. He played for Avon High School, where he graduated from in 2007.
Just hug your kids, tell them you love them, because you never know when it's going to be the last time that you see them.
Matt's parents and sister took part in ceremonies in his memory at the Avon baseball game last Saturday. 19-year-old Samaria Blackwell from Beech Grove was the youngest of 4 children in her family. She played homeschool basketball and soccer and dreamed of becoming a police officer. Avon police are collecting police patches from departments across the country to present to Samaria's family. Carly Smith was also just 19, a 2020 graduate of Washington High School. Her mother Karen has attended community vigils for the victims.
You're kind of torn between every emotion, anger, sadness, a little bit of everything.
Carly played softball and liked to send selfies to friends and family. John Weisert, who went by Steve, was the oldest victim at 74. We learned about the retired engineer as his wife, Mary Carroll, waited and eventually received the worst news the day after the shooting. The couple would have celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary this fall. 4 of the victims were from the Sikh community. 68-year-old Jazwinder Singh just started working at FedEx 2 weeks ago. He was shot and killed waiting in line for his first paycheck. He is survived by his wife and 3 sons, 2 living in India. 66-year-old Amarjit Kaur Johal was a mother and grandmother. Her family says that anyone who knew her would say that she was their mother. She loved to cook and found joy in feeding people. 50-year-old Jazwinder Kaur and 48-year-old Amarjit Sekhon were related by marriage. They rode to work together and were shot in their vehicle as they arrived. Amarjit worked the night shift to provide for her disabled husband and 2 sons. 8 families and the people supporting them now say goodbye with services over the next several days.
And coming up on 13 News at 11 o'clock, our Rich Van Wyk will be in Greenwood tonight to tell us how that vigil went tonight. You'll see the best moments from that vigil tonight coming up on 13 News at 11. Also, our Lauren Kostick is going to look into this battle. We've talked a lot about the red flag law here in Indiana, and really there seems to be this divide between what police and prosecutors think should happen with this. The prosecutors talked about it. We're going to talk with Lauren Kostick tonight on 13 News at 11 and try to explain a little bit more about Indiana's red flag law. That's all coming up on our show tonight at 11 o'clock. All right, let's go ahead and change the subject now and talk a little bit about the Olympics, because we want to show Angela the countdown clock to give folks an idea. We are 91 days away from the Olympics taking place in Tokyo. And prior to this pandemic, before COVID was even a thing, photographer extraordinaire Steve Rhodes and I went over to Japan, spent about a month in the Olympic host country, and brought back some really great stories for our viewers. And over the next few weeks, we're rolling them out. And the story that I want to show you tonight is a story that we caught wind of here in Indianapolis before we even left. We knew that there was a man who had a very, very unique pet. And so we were able to track him down, and we found that, in fact, the story was even better than we could imagine. Check this story out. Get lost in the frenetic blur of Japan's city life, and details are easy to miss. But slow down just a little bit, and you won't be able to stop seeing how cute this country is. There's a Japanese word for it. Kawaii. Kawaii means culture of cute. Cute things in stores, on the side of buildings, and in the streets.
It is a thing. Cute is really highly regarded.
Cute pets, cute fashion, cute art, all very kawaii.
Kawaii.
But near the city of Hiroshima, there's a man with a different idea of what's cute. His idea of cute? His pet is an 8-foot alligator.
こんにちは。私は日本の村林信光と言います。これは私の一番可愛いワニのカイマンです。そんな嫌いのもただこうで書いて単にこうたんですよ。こんなに大きなの思わんけ。
He named it Cayman Coon, meaning young cayman.
はい、そうや。
38 years later,
カイマン君。カイマン君。
these two have what might be Japan's most unlikely friendship.
これこう尻尾だろ。
The gator lives inside,
Wanders in and out of the house. It's his home, you know.
but like any other pet,
The gator doesn't know he's a gator.
also enjoys a good outing.
それ面白い快感でね。ほんでみんながあの人変な人ワニ持っとる人じゃないけど。思ったの勉強しおるんがこのワニの飼い方いうのを教えてくれたんですよ。
It's totally out of the box, taking his Cayman alligator for a walk. You come down here and there are people going, oh, it's Cayman-kun.
可愛いよね。男の人のがおい恐ろしいやめとけっていうのは男の。
He's well known. He's celebrated.
Cayman Coon
こんにちは。
is especially popular at local schools. Kids love him.
His adventure, you know, this thing, oh, this is great.
In fact, most of the children seem to have no fear.
Got on and rode it, you know. What a fantastic thing.
Murobayashi says the connection between his gator and people has been going on since it was a baby. But perhaps their most unusual connection comes at bedtime, because they share a bed. The gator does get his own pillow.
いや、一切ない。子供がここのこうやって乗って遊んでもええこと。
He just treats him as one of the family. You know, you see the way he talks to him, he speaks to him. Kaiman kun, oi.
はい、行くよ。
He's a real affection.
In Japan, you'll see lots of things that are cute. Cuddly here is king.
That's the real manifestation of cute, of kawaii.
はい、ワンコ。
But at least for one man,
はい、さい。
kawaii comes with scales and really big teeth.
は
I think it's sweet.
い。またね。
Kawaii.
All right, Angela, what do you think? And there I am holding the 8-foot alligator, and he does not have the muzzle when we're doing that interview. And there's Steve Rhodes photographing Cayman Coon. Again, the alligator's not wearing the muzzle that he was wearing when we would take him out to the school and do all that. I mean, this is a live alligator, and we had only been there 5 minutes when we started the interview, and Steve's down on the floor. I was worried for Steve, and then all of a sudden I thought, well, if this guy lives with this alligator and nothing has happened, then I am going to be okay. And so I trusted him and spent most of the day with him. He never bit. He never
Turn his head to snap at you?
No, he
Really?
didn't. Yeah, I mean, it was just the most unusual thing. And again, you know, we love our pets, right? We love our dogs and our cats, and some people love other animals, but this man absolutely loves that alligator. And I love the idea that this guy doesn't, he says the alligator doesn't consider himself an alligator. He doesn't know what he is, you know?
I guess. It's crazy. Lots of people commenting.
Yeah.
Renita wouldn't touch it for nothing. Ashley's a little worried, as I am. You know, when you're so close, he's so close to the alligator's face.
I know.
That she's worried that, you know, someday the alligator's just going to go, I've had enough of you. Kelly says, alligator question mark, no.
Exactly.
Liz thought the story was great.
Oh, it was fun.
Great photography also, Liz says,
Steve
which
Rhodes.
obviously.
Yep.
And what I found funny is, you said he's married.
He is married. His wife, you know, sleeps in the other room. I mean, they do. Isn't it just kind of
Replaced with an
funny?
alligator.
Yeah. I mean, this guy is just absolutely attached to Cayman Coon. And they've been together 38 years. The gator's never snapped at him. But
I guess I missed that part.
yeah,
38 years.
Yeah, it's just been a long time. Had him since he was just a little thing. And now he's 8 feet long and again, a menacing animal and reptile, I suppose. But yeah, I was nervous when we first went into the house. But by the end of the day, I felt fine actually petting the gator and didn't worry about him snapping at me at all.
Are we sure his mouth isn't glued shut and you just don't know it? And I'm curious what he eats and all. I mean, there's so many questions.
Like whole chickens.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna stick with Chewy, right?
I'm going to stick with Chewy. Yeah. Chewy is small and cuddly. She's right up my alley.
I did see a Facebook comment or question tonight wondering about the Chewy Instagram account.
Oh, yes. Luke is studying for finals at Purdue, so I can't bother him with changing Chewy's account
because
to make
monitors the Chewy account.
Right, so I think he has to accept people. He's too busy with OChem and physics right now.
Okay.
To worry about Instagram,
yeah,
but
Luke,
I'll get it done.
You take care of that.
I will
Angela
yes.
take care of the Instagram account for her dog. Okay.
And Katie, surprised he's still married. The alligator man.
You know what?
Luke.
I think that he has his wife has put up with his affection for this alligator pet for a long time. I think she's just used to it at this point.
It's a great story. I mean, and our viewers are right. The photography and your storytelling, it's just it almost transports you there.
Yeah.
And so, well done.
That's
it's
Steve
great.
Rhodes. That's Steve Rhodes, and multiple cameras and lots of production time. Steve is a phenomenal editor and photographer, and he did a wonderful job on that story. So.
Yeah, but lots of legwork goes in. You prepare months, year in advance for a trip like that, as far as getting access and finding guides and making sure you can get to where you want to go and tell all these great stories.
Yeah,
so we're excited.
And we've got so many more stories to share with you in the coming weeks. I've got this great story about sumo wrestlers. They're going to actually take me for a spin. We're going to talk about sumo wrestling. I've got a story about the world's first female sushi chef.
I'm looking forward to that.
Who I met in Japan. She's a terrific lady, and the sushi in Japan is unbelievable. Yeah. So these are all some of the human interest stories that help balance the athletes and the other coverage that you're going to see on Channel 13 and NBC beginning in July when the Olympics
3
begin.
months.
I know, can't
Crazy.
wait, can't wait. All right, so again, when people were hearing about rain, what was the guideline in terms of the weekend, making plans and that kind of thing?
Make your outdoor plans for Sunday, indoor plans for Saturday. 37 tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, 54 at noon. We were in the 50s today. We'll get close to 60. We'll call for 60 for a high tomorrow. But boy, you can see the spike in the rain chances as we start the weekend. That 90% means at any given point during the day Saturday, 9/10 of our area is going to be covered in rain. And right now, Future Track 13 hinting that a pretty good steady light rain from start to finish on Saturday. So make the outdoor plans for Sunday. And if you're curious, we still have a couple of days next week close to 80.
I can't wait for that. 80 degrees is going to feel great. All right, Angela, thank you for being with us tonight. Facebook friends, thank you for joining us. We're here with you every weeknight, 10 o'clock. And Angela and I hope you will join us tonight at 11 o'clock for 13 News at 11. We'll see you then.